Okay.
Oops, 1 second. Something happened. All right, let me just Welcome, LEC community. My name is Edgar Palacios. I'm the founder of the Latinx Education Collaborative, and we welcome you to our virtual career fair for aspiring and current Latinx education professionals. I am happy and thrilled to have Dr. Tanya Shippey today with us from Hogan Preparatory Academy. Dr. Shippey, how are you doing today?
I'm great. Great. It's a good day.
Thanks so much for joining us and being a part of this today. I'm just going to jump right into the question. So tell us a little bit more about Hogan Prep.
Okay, Hogan is one of the first charter schools in the Kansas City area. Hogan was established as a charter school in 1999, and we're a little unique in that we do have, we go pre-K through 12. So we have 3 school locations, all within close proximity of each other. We have an elementary, middle and high school, and then our pre-K program is just a year old, a little less than a year old anyway. We have 38 pre-K students that receive instruction from Operation Breakthrough. We have 2 classrooms there. So, I think Hogan's all been known. A lot of people get confused. They think we're Bishop Hogan, which our building, which is, was a Catholic school back in the day. And our building is the old Bishop Hogan, our high school is anyway. But we've been known in the past for pretty strong athletics, so that's how a lot of people in KC know us and know our rich history there. But we're really transforming Hogan. We have a new superintendent, Dr. Jason Strickland, that this is his first year with the district, and we are. Change is hard, and we get impatient, but we found a need to really up our game in terms of, the our academics. Our academics were lagging behind, and so right now we've tried to take on a new focus in. By the time this year's incoming freshmen graduate, our goal is for them to graduate with either college credits or some industry, recognized credentials. So we've been hiring staff, changing our curriculum. At the elementary, it's more of an awareness of different careers and avenues, and at the middle school, exploration, and then at the high school, we're planning on those students, if not this year, in the near future, to have internships and that kind of thing. So our focus has changed a little bit, but we're excited about it, and we know that we cannot get where we need to be academically without the highest quality of staff and teachers. We started our turnaround with every administrator in the district had to reapply for their position last year, and so we had all new building principals this year. We have a new superintendent. We have new board members. We have, a few board members, carried over from last year, but we have at least 3 new board members, I believe. And so anyway, things are changing at Hogan, and we want, we're eager to find some great people to journey with us on that.
Thank you for sharing that. It sounds like a great opportunity to help rebuild and help instill maybe a new culture at the organization.
Yeah.
As you know, we serve a community of Latinx educators here at the LEC, and so my next question is around how do you support Latinx educators?
Well, that question made me a little nervous because we do not have a very large Latinx population in terms of our students. We moved our elementary. our elementary a couple of years ago was located just across the street from Guadalupe, so we had more Hispanic students at that time. But anyway, I can just talk in generalities of how we support teachers in general. We have partnered with TFA. We had a lot of brand new teachers to our elementary this year. So many that we didn't have enough veteran or mentor teachers to assign to each of our new teachers. So we have partnered with TFA with a beginning teacher assistance program. And so they are and any teacher in the district can participate in their Saturday workshops that they plan. We do walkthroughs at the elementary monthly. They have some, like I said, some weekend trainings. So we've really upped the support for our beginning teachers, particularly at the elementary. We also have just started being more active about reaching out to our staff and including them. We call it an advisory council in decisions that directly affect our staff. And so one of the most recent things that we met about was calendar. We wanted our staff input on that. PTO payout and carryover. That's something that we just met about this week. So we're trying to really communicate that we value the voice of our staff, and we know that when we have problems and we're searching for solutions, oftentimes we get some of our best suggestions, not from the administrative team necessarily, but from our teaching and support staff. So that would be a way. Of course, we've got some of the traditional things like employee assistance programs related to your benefits, to our benefits and things like that. But also our schools have professional learning communities, and so much of the support that we provide is with your at your building with your peers and in your teams. So
I appreciate your commitment to elevating teacher voice and at Hogan. So thank you for sharing that. What kind of open opportunities do you have?
Oh my, if you went to our website, actually, I try not to look on our website because all the openings scare me when I see them all listed. But we still have, I'll just start with the elementary. We still have, elementary classroom positions. We also have art and PE at the elementary. We have been filling some instructional coaching positions. Not all of those are filled yet. Let me see. Okay, of course at secondary, math is our huge Achilles heel. We have, I believe, 3 openings at our high school, which now we are concerned about, okay, if we cannot find high quality math teachers, we may need to look at an alternative delivery system for math. The importance is not just to fill the position, but fill it with high quality, what we can, so we'll be confident our kids are getting what they deserve. So if we can't get those filled, we may have to look at some alternatives. Thankfully, our special ed positions are filled. That's usually, another shortage area that we worry about. There is an ELA position. There's at the high school, there's a couple of interesting positions at the high school that are connected with this transformation that we're just getting posted today. I think one is already posted. It's a market value added coach. It's kind of like an instructional coach, but really geared towards this career focus that we're starting to take on. And
That
then
sounds
there's
like That sounds
Yeah,
like it's connected to a real world learning initiative. Is that correct?
it is. It
Okay,
is.
cool.
And then there's a position being posted today called Freshman 101, and it also has some connection to that as well. So,
Well, that's fantastic. It sounds like there's a lot of opportunities at Hogan, particularly for educators who are interested in transforming the school and being a part of that, generating that kind of new culture. And so that can be an exciting realm for folks.
yeah, there is. We filled quite a few positions this week, so it's not, we don't have quite as many openings as we started the week, thank goodness. But we still have coaching opportunities and things like that to post as well.
Awesome. Before I ask you our final question, I'm just going to make sure that those folks who are interested in connecting with you, you can follow Hogan on their social media accounts. And we will also be posting links to the job opportunities on our website, on our comments here.
Okay.
And if you're also interested in connecting with Hogan and any of the opportunities, make sure to fill out that form that we're posting out there to make sure that we connect you directly to Dr. Shippey. Finally, as you're looking for candidates, what are the qualities that you're looking for in the candidates that you hire?
Well, we are more we're more focused on identifying candidates that have qualities that you really can't teach, like qualities like that have the ability to develop relationships with kids, because when it's all said and done, that's what is really a non-negotiable. You have to be able to develop relationships with kids before you can teach them. So that's important. Also, someone who's persistent, doesn't give up. There are a lot of our kids have experienced trauma, and there's some of them are slow to trust, some of them shut down, and so we have supports for them in terms of the social emotional. But as a teacher, what we want are teachers that will not give up on those kids, and will do whatever it takes. Now we have instructional coaches and other supports to help people that are maybe new to teaching, don't have all the lesson planning down, or even the classroom management. But those things we feel like we can teach. So I hope that helps them.
I appreciate that. Tell us a little bit about your own educational journey, since we have a little bit of time.
Okay. All right. Well, I have been in education for like maybe 37 years or something like that. I started out as an elementary teacher in Odessa, Missouri. That's actually where I live, on a farm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, people don't expect that working in, they think, oh, what is that hick doing here? But anyway, I taught elementary for 9 years, and then I went to Belton to become an elementary principal. Did that for 9 years, and then became assistant superintendent of human resources, and finished my career. I had 34 years in at that point. And after that, I retired and went to work for UCM and Northwest, just supervising student teaching, because I just was not ready to get out. I just wanted a slower pace, let me say that. And I found myself working a lot, driving all over, to observe student teachers. But I really, really love teacher development and the excitement that teachers new to the profession have. But anyway, I decided I was working so much, I might as well go back to work. So I started at Hogan in December of 2016 as doing HR there. Last year, actually, I was interim superintendent for a year. The superintendent vacancy came up open late, and it was really too late to hire anyone. So I had the certification. So I did it. You know, my goal was to do no harm, you know. So anyway, we got through that year, but in terms of my educational background, you know, I have a bachelor's in elementary ed, a master's in elementary administration, a specialist in administration, and a doctorate in education administration from MU. So that's it.
That's so awesome. Well, thank you so much for your commitment to education, being in the career for 30 plus years. That's something to be celebrated and elevated. So thank you for that. And thank you so much for spending time with us today, engaging our community with the open opportunities at Hogan.
All right, I appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity, and I hope to be able to meet some of you folks.
Appreciate you, Dr. Shippey. Have a great rest of your day.
Okay, thank you.